It's that time again. More AliExpress stuff. If you missed my last AliExpress videos, I'll try to leave a link up here somewhere if I can figure out how. But anyway, I ordered some stuff from AliExpress a couple of weeks ago. It arrived today. I don't remember what it is that I ordered, so happy birthday to me, I guess. In classic AliExpress fashion, here is the packaging. It's a bag that I hope contains some padded bags. I don't know what's in here. I think it's woodworking tools. There may be some kitchen stuff in here too, but I'm going to find out. Padded bag. That's not padded. That's not padded. That's not padded. And that's not padded. And oh, there's something else here. I don't know what that is. I guess I will start with the most obvious one here. This is a copper soldering iron cleaner. I've been using just a sponge, but this supposedly will clean the soldering iron better. I don't know if that's actually copper or not, but I'll open that later and find out. This was $1.29. Next, most obvious is this electrical adapter. This is for the UK. We're planning a trip next year. I have no idea if this will work until I actually get to the UK, but this was 99 cents. If this works, then I think that'll be worth every penny, but I won't know until next year. Next are these tire valve stem caps for my car. The ones on my car now are plastic, and I tend to lose them, and they also break. These are supposedly made out of aluminum, and it's really hard to mess these up, I think. These were 79 cents. Not a tool, but still cool. Okay, next, I think this. I think this is a bottle brush for the kitchen, I think. Yeah. This is not supposed to be bent, but it is. Okay, there you go. Not bent. $1.69 for this. If this lasts a month, then I think it'll be worth it. But again, not a shop tool, but I think it's worth $1.50. All right, 2 more to go. I don't know what is in this padded envelope. Oh, this is a self-adhesive tape measure. I'm going to use this on one of my jigs or T-track that I made. The only question I'm going to have with this is it accurate? Finally, something to test. Now, why they put this in a padded envelope, I will never be able to guess, but this was $1.29. So I think that's worth it as long as it's accurate. And moving on to the last one. What's in the box?
What's in the box?
No padding, of course. Oh, this is a diamond sharpening stone. 2 sides that are marked 400 grit and 600 grit. These feel kind of good, actually. This feels kind of nice. This was $2.39. See if I can find something to sharpen. So I guess I will start with the first thing first, the copper soldering iron cleaner. I'm not sure if that's copper or not still, but if it works, that's really all I care about. I have my soldering iron heated up here. Of course, I bought this from AliExpress several years ago, but if you notice the tip, always seems to have some solder left on there, no matter how hard I try to clean it. So apparently all you need to do is sort of wipe this around in the copper ball, and that'll clean the tip. So let's see if that actually works. And yes, it did. Cool. You can actually see, maybe, right in there is where all the solder was left. Okay, well, that was worth $1.
I'd buy that for $1.
Well, good news. I got a bonus bag. Apparently there was more stuff that I ordered that came a little bit later after I had recorded those last videos, so let's see what's in here. Bags. Oh, there's a bag inside that bag. I will start again with the most obvious thing. I know exactly what this is. This is a grinding stone for a lawnmower blade. It is currently December, so I don't need to sharpen my lawnmower blade, but this just goes on a drill, and it is set at an angle that is supposedly perfect for sharpening lawnmower blades. So I will try this out in the spring. Next up is apparently a wow stick. I don't remember what that is. I don't remember ordering a wow stick. Oh, this is a magnetic pad for screws. And are there two of them? Oh, I guess there are two of them. These are used for holding little screws for when I'm repairing an iPhone or something like that. These two were $2.69. Clearly they stick to each other, and I like how they have the little grids on them, so impossible to screw that up. I think I know what these last two things are, but let's just see. This is a caliper that apparently doesn't have a battery. Nope, no battery in here. Well, I think that's the first time I've ever bought something that uses a button cell battery that doesn't come with a button cell battery. But fortunately, it just uses LR44s, which I have plenty of. So let's make sure it actually works. And it does. I bought this to replace another digital caliper that I used for another project, so stay tuned for that video. That'll be coming up soon. I think I know exactly what is in here, and if it is what I think it is, I'm very excited about this. This is, I think, well, I don't know what that says, but I think this is a digital air quality meter. Yep, this is an air quality meter. I've often wondered about the effectiveness of my air cleaner. When I have it running, I always wonder if the filter is clogged up and if it's actually cleaning the air. This is actually packaged surprisingly well in some perfectly molded styrofoam. I also did not know that this has its own battery, and it comes with a USB-C charger, so let's get this charged up and see if this and all the other stuff works. While that's charging, I forgot to mention that this is one of the most expensive things I've ever bought from AliExpress. It was $12.77. But if it can actually tell me how clean my air is in my shop, then it'll be worth every penny of that and more. I think I'll actually start with this self-adhesive tape measure. I'm going to use this actually on my bandsaw here. The fence does not have a scale on it, and this is unfortunately metric. I usually only use metric while I'm 3D printing, and I tend to use SAE more in the shop, but I can always switch and use metric for this. So let's unravel this and make sure that it's actually accurate. I'm going to compare the tape measure to this metric ruler that I got also on AliExpress for about $1 or so. First thing I need to do is remove the zip tie, and we'll put these together and see if they line up. This style of tape measure has 0 in the center, and it has the measurements going off in either direction. I chose this style of tape measure for my bandsaw because the saw blade is in the middle of the table and I can cut on either side of it. So let's get this aligned, and this is perfectly accurate in that direction out to set 30 centimeters, and that is perfectly aligned in that direction too, out to 30 centimeters. I also like that this tape measure is made of aluminum rather than paper, so I'll get this installed on my bandsaw and then I'll be done. Next, I think I'm just going to try to plug something in here to see if it will accept a US plug. And it took a little bit of force, but it went in. So as long as this plugs into a UK plug, I think this will work. Hopefully it won't catch fire. Next, I think I'm going to try this knife sharpener. It has diamond stones, 600 grit on this side, 400 grit on this side, and it has these ceramic knife sharpeners up here that supposedly can sharpen a knife very quickly. I have a paring knife here for my kitchen, which is kind of dull. All right, let's see if that's any better. Well, it's definitely not scary sharp, but a whole lot better than it was. All right, not too much better though. Let's give it a few more strokes through here. All right, one more try. Well, that's a lot better. Feels much sharper too. Definitely not going to use this on my good kitchen knives, but in a pinch, this might actually work. Just for fun, I'm going to run this over the diamond stones too. All right, I would say it is maybe a little bit better, but not great. This may have been a waste of a few dollars. Oh well. Let's move on to something that hopefully is a little more promising, which is this caliper. I found this very cheap Harbor Freight caliper to be very accurate. So let's first compare measurements. 18.8, 18.8. So it is accurate, which is good. The buttons are actually very responsive. It switches back and forth very quickly. This one, the buttons are kind of sluggish. So this one is definitely going to be worth every penny. Next are the aluminum valve stem caps, and they do actually fit. So these are great for $1. Last but not least is this air quality meter. HCHO is formaldehyde, TVOC is total volatile organic compounds, PM is particulate matter, that's 2.5 and 10 microns and below, and then carbon monoxide and carbon dioxide. I just set it down on my workbench, which is covered with sawdust, although the sawdust is not in the air. So I'm just going to give that a puff and see if the meter will pick up the sawdust. Yes, it did. Wow, it picked that up immediately. I'm going to bring this to a different part of the shop and see if the numbers come back down. And yes, they do. They come back down very, very quickly. This is going to be a very useful thing to have in the shop. I think I would call that another huge success. All of this stuff, including the valve stem caps and the tape measure, were a total of $25.09. I have not found an air quality meter like this for less than $25. Even though the calipers are plastic, they seem to be just as accurate and just as useful as my metal ones that I paid over $20 for. Now, does all of this stuff work? No. The knife sharpener is probably going to end up in the garbage. I'm afraid that this might set something on fire in the UK, so to all of the folks in England watching this, I'm going to apologize in advance. On second thought, I may not actually bring this with me. And the lawnmower blade sharpener might not work at all. I won't find that out until spring. But everything else, I'm definitely going to use. As usual, I will leave links to all of these products down in the description below. Just keep in mind when you're looking for products on AliExpress, there are different sellers that are selling the same products for different prices, some with free shipping, some not with free shipping. If you enjoyed this video and you'd like to support the channel, leaving a like, a comment, or sharing with a friend would really be a big help. Also, hitting the subscribe button right down there would be a huge help, and I would sincerely appreciate it. As always, thank you very much for joining me, and I hope to see you next time.